It's time for Wrestling for the Culture, where we take a look inside to see what the wrestlers of color have been doing this week.
Wrestling for the Culture, brought to you by the Wrestling Realm. I'm your host, Brian H. Waters. Now, you already know where to follow us, but in case you don't, make sure you log on to Instagram and Twitter, follow us at Wrestling Realm, and then like us on Facebook, and last but not least, make sure you subscribe right here to our YouTube channel, and then go to iTunes or Google Play, Spotify, or Stitcher, or Podbean, wherever you get your podcast from. Make sure you subscribe there to the Wrestling Realm, where you can catch Break It Down with Brian H. each and every week. Let's start off. What's going on with the wrestlers of color this week? So, congratulations once again, Titus ONeil. We can never talk enough about this guy. This week, he was recognized by Ebony Magazine in the Ebony Power 100, and as you can see right there on your screen, Triple H tweeted about him being a relentless advocate for the community and an inspiration for younger generations. So I know a lot of people say, well, Titus is doing all this, how come they don't turn it into on camera, on screen? It's not always that easy, but shout out to Titus. Obviously, I'm rooting for him. I would love to see him one day become WWE champion, but that's of course if he wants to. What I think what we need to understand here, the most important thing is he's using his platform to be an influence. We cannot forget about how he sent thousands of children to see Black Panther. The stuff that he does for his community, opening up the schools or being active in the schools, is just awesome. So I think that's wonderful. So let's go to some on-character stuff. Did Bobby Lashley become a heel this week? Maybe so. I think he did, Word on the street is Kevin Owens is going to be out, but nonetheless, I love how WWE used this opportunity to change Bobby Lashley around. So we obviously know he had a hype man, and usually it's different. We got a hype man and a face, but nonetheless, they made a change. We saw Bobby Lashley injure Kevin Owens, putting him on the shelf, and I'm looking forward to Monday Night Raw because Raw definitely needs a kick in the tail to be better. So I think what we will see is a different attitude from Bobby Lashley. Staying right there on Monday Night Raw, Ember Moon remains hot. She's on fire as she defeated Nia Jax in a disqualification, a one-on-one match between two friends, just trying to, respect things. But it was Ember Moon getting the job done. And then the next day on a mixed match challenge, her and Braun Strowman were successful, defeating Bayley and Finn Balor. The Monster Eclipse remains undefeated. Let's move on to the Mae Young Classic. As you see on the bottom of the screen, when I put together the ticker, I said Mae Young is not there to make any friends. First, she defeated Allison Kay. This week, it was Caitlyn who, she defeated. I tweeted that 2012 Brian H. Waters would have loved this match. Of course, I was Mr. Main Event, B-Dub. Would have loved this match. Mae Young was in ROH, and, if you was paying attention, she was having matches with Sarah Del Rey on the independent scene, where Caitlyn was a women's champion, having incredible matches people may have forgot about with AJ Lee. Nonetheless, Caitlyn making her comeback. Hopefully, we don't know if she'll remain in the WWE, what will happen, but Mae Young kicking butt, taking names, not shaking nobody's hands, and she will face Toni Storm in the next round, I believe. Let's go to NXT because the Velveteen Dream wants to wear some gold. He went out and told the champion, Tommaso Ciampa, that pretty much he wants to be NXT champion. We will later see Nikki Cross come out there and say they know who attacked the former champion, Aleister Black. Staying right at NXT, Keith Lee defeated Keanu Reeves. Keith Lee made him bask in his glory. I'm really interested to see where he goes because I know he's going to want some gold soon. And then if you have not watched this match, go out of your way and watch it right now. After you finish listening to this, of course. That was Ricochet defeating Pete Dunne and Adam Cole Bay to remain the North American champion. What a match. The real Dwayne Allen says that is definitely a match of the year candidate. Congratulations to Miss Jasmine becoming the ECWA Pro Women's Wrestling Champion. She won it this past weekend, so make sure you give her a congrats. Find her on Instagram. Let's move on over to BCW Final Judgment. We saw Darius Carter defeat Sugar Dunkerton. And then we saw the queen of BCW, Faye Jackson, defeat the one and only Miss Savannah Evans. Now, let's move on because it's time for Black Wrestling Alliance. As I say, they like to present the new champions. So, first, we have David Ali winning his 7th career title after claiming the Committed to Wrestling Championship after beating Reno Diamond in Memphis, Tennessee. Then we have Dion James becoming the new I Believe in Wrestling Florida Heavyweight Champion. And then last but not least, Warren Banks defeating WWE UK competitor Roy Johnson to become the new Sacrifice Pro Wrestling Ultimate Champion. Oh, did I put that on the screen? Yeah, there it is. Okay, Sacrifice Ultimate Pro Wrestling Champion. Banks also holds the London's Promotions Tag Team Championship with Kent Nelson, as they are known as the Unbreakables. So, make sure you get over to Black Wrestling Alliance. That is at Black Wrestling Alliance on Instagram. Each and every week they send us some of the champs that you may not know of, or some of the wrestlers that you may not know of in general. Ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up this week's Wrestling for the Culture. As always, if you have any submissions, make sure you send them to me at wrestlingrealm@gmail.com or DM me on any social media platforms at Brian H. Waters. Until the next time, so long, everyone.